Hello, I'm Sean Green with the CBC Sports World. We begin with news of cricket, where the West Indies women have beaten the South African women again to take a 2-0 lead in their Women's T20 International Series. Playing last night at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Trinidad and Tobago after a delayed start due to a wet outfield, the West Indies women won the toss and elected to field. South African women, well, they were bowled out actually for 101. Actually, they were restricted to 101 for 8, and that came off 20 overs. Now, in that score, the captain, Dane van der Kerk, she top scored with 36, including 2 fours, while player of the match, Anisha Mohammed, took 5 for 24, including a hat-trick, and Hilly Matthews had 2 for 16. The Windies women then made 102 for 1 or 15.3 overs to win by 9 wickets. Natasha McLean was unbeaten on 42 with 2 fours and 2 sixes, while skipper Stephanie Taylor made 35 not out, and that included a 4 and a 6. The third T20 International, that's tomorrow again at the Brian Lara Academy, where a victory will see the West Indies take an unassailable 3-0 lead in the 5-match series. In more cricket news, Shakir Dhawan and Karan Nair have been dropped from the Indian team that will play the West Indies in a 2-match test series starting on October 4th. Now, this means that India are likely to go in with another new opening combination, with one of either Mayank Agarwal or Prithvi Shaw making their test debut when they walk out alongside KL Rahul in Rajkot next week. Now, Dhawan's axe came on the back of poor form in England, where he managed a top score of just 44 in 8 innings. Now, Nair, meanwhile, did not get a play in any of the 5 tests. Talking about West Indies cricket, meanwhile, in today's warm-up game against the BCCI's 11, who won the toss and elected to bat first, the home side got 360 for 6, with Ankit Brown getting 116 in a 90 over per day contest, and Agarwal, he got 90. Shannon Gabriel picked up 2 for 41, while Jamon Lewis had 1 for 13 from 10 overs. The match continues tomorrow with the West Indies chasing 161 from that 90 overs for a victory. Closer to home now, the BDF Sports Program pulled off the only victory in the 5th series of the BCA Elite Division with a 4-wicket win that came over the Barbados Youth at Cane Garden. After scoring 86 and dismissing the BDF for 184, the Youth batted again, and CBC's Akeem Klinkett was there before lunch.
Barbados Youth in their second innings, Demetrius Richards with the intent, sweeping Jamil Salty Stewart to the square leg boundary. But they will lose their first wicket as Demaria Goodman goes through Azan Holligan's gate for 4. 17 for 1 is the score now. Goodman collecting his second wicket shortly after. Kalano Braffitt caught at leg slip by Desmond Currency for 5. Barbados Youth 31 for 2. Richards still at the wicket, goes big this time, hitting Goodman all the way for 6. Rivaldo Clark joined him at the wicket and followed suit, going over mid-on for 4. The two will put on a partnership of 42 before Clark skies short to deep mid-wicket, where Javon Grossman will take a stunner. Clark out for 24, Youth 73 for 3. Antonio Morris' stay was short. Goodman collected his third as Morris is caught on the corner boundary for 10. Youth 85 for 4. Richards continued his onslaught, however, sweeping again, this time for maximum. However, wickets continue to fall around him. Matthew Ford caught at long off for 5. Stewart has his second wicket. Youth 98 for 5. Richards passed his 50 and up the ante. Another sweep through the wind for maximum. But the script continued. Teron Gibson, the victim this time, he's caught behind for 8 off the bonnet of Stewart. 120 for 6. And it will become 127 for 7 as Sherman Campbell, the coach, is caught at cover by Rico Hurley. And that's how they will go to lunch. Richards not out on 63, and the Youth with just a lead of 29. Akeem Klinkett, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Akeem. Well, they went on to make 177. The BDF 184 and 81 for 6 for the 4-wicket win. In other games, at Trent, Home Improvement Hardware Supplies Maple 96, Gladiola 131 and 147 for 6 with Ashley Nurse getting 78. And at Bank Hall, ICBL Empire 224 and 19 without loss. Wildy 172 with Jarian Hoyt taking 6 for 62. There was no play at Queen's Park or Dowles Road due to wet conditions. The Barbados Checkers and Drafts Federation and the Barbados Drafts Association will jointly host the World 3-Move Restriction Qualifier 2018. That's at the Divi South Winds Hotel, commencing on Monday. The winner of this qualifier will be eligible to challenge the current World 3-move restriction champion, Sergio Scarpetta of Italy, for the world title next year. Now, players from Barbados, including Jack Francis and Ronald Suki King, Junior Waldron, and Kent Lane, as well as players from the US, Europe, Russia, South Africa, Uganda, Holland, Germany, among with others, will be vying to push their way to victory. Now, there will also be a women's division, which will be the World Ladies Championship, and will include top female players from Barbados, Winnell Neverson and Wilma Branch. A youth division and a special needs division will also be part of the tournament.